Alright guys, I'm here to give you my review of Breaking Bad that I just watched. This episode is Season 3, Episode 9, and it came out on May 16th, 2010. Um, that's actually going to be my last day of classes for college this year, actually, so I think that's cool. And I'm going to try my best to say this word, because this is the name of the episode, but it's in the title, but I'm going to try my best to say it, and I'm probably not going to be able to say it. It's called Kafkaesque. That's the best way I can probably say this word. I have no clue what it means. Alright, so the episode starts off with like this commercial. At first I thought it was like a I knew it was going to be a commercial, but it sounded like it was documentary because it's saying in my hometown, but it's a commercial for Los Polos, the restaurant that Gus Cut talks about. But it says, this taste, once you taste it, you're gonna feel like you never believe. It's really more about the meth, and that Walter and Jesse cook. That's really what it's about. They show the commercial, but then it shows the meth. I think that's probably more what it's about. And then it shows like this montage of how everything happens. Walter and Jesse are making it, and then these people send it into machines. They put it in bags, and they put it like in like Los Polos containers, and then they get shipped off. They get shipped off in like Los Polo trucks. So yeah, that's kind of how it's done. And then you see Gus just watching, and then it cuts to the theme song. So they didn't really do anything big to start off with the theme song, but I didn't care. I thought this was good stuff. It was kind of cool to see how the whole production happens. So then Walter's been like cooking over. They're supposed to cook like 200 pounds or something, and he's making like a little bit more than he's supposed to. And Jesse doesn't think that this is going to be a good deal because they're only getting paid like $96 million, and he thinks that they should be getting more because they're the workers, and Gus is probably getting more, but Walter doesn't care. And Jesse's like, "What's happened to you, man?" Kind of about it. I thought it was good stuff though, and I guess Jesse had somewhat of a point. So then Hank wakes up. I think this is the first time he's been up. He's up from his pain, and his Gomez comes in and he says he's been looking into the blue meth stuff, and we find out that it's been spreading all over the country, pretty much to Texas and all that. And Hank's like, "How is this going to make me feel better?" Because Gomez thought this would make him feel better. And then Hank tells him about that phone, that the only thing that saved him was that phone call he got. This is after Marie left too, but the only thing that saved him is that phone call he got. And that's the only reason he's still alive right now. If it hadn't happened, it would have been a complete ambush, and Walter hears this, so you're gonna see what happens with that later. And then what happens next, can't even remember. I'm just gonna talk about this now. So then Walter confronts Gus about it, and he says that Gus was that phone call because he references that like whoever called it didn't want this to be a complete silence murder. He wanted it to be a complete shootout, and he said that this would have caused a dissension between the Mexican meth administration and the U.S. And he pretty much says and Walter even says that these guys were originally after him, but then this guy shifted over the attack on Hank, and he said that he respects the way he's done it. If he was in Gus's position, he would have done the same thing. So then Gus agrees, and Walter wants to know what's going to happen after the 3-month contract is up, and we technically know Gus is gonna do something bad to Walter when he doesn't need him anymore. But Gus says, "What would you like to happen?" And Walter says that he wants security for his family, wants to make sure that they're safe, because Skylar thinks he had something to do with this. That's actually what happened afterwards. Skylar met Walter in the car, and Walter says he had nothing to do with it. And Skylar wants to know if they're safe, and Walter says, "Of course, you're safe." And then she leaves. And then Gus agrees. They're gonna get like $15,000 after they're done, and then $20,000 a year. Because I think anytime they sell the meth, because they have to make like a crap load of it, they're gonna get some of that income. And they're gonna get the security. And then Walter ends up speeding. He kind of lashes out. He almost runs into a truck. I'm not really sure what that was about. No.
Sure.
Yeah. Positive.
I know you do.
I don't. Okay. So then, Jesse started going back to the rehab meetings. I think he had to go back probably in like a couple weeks or something. And, he says he's been doing good. He works at this laundromat. Well, this isn't really where he works. He pretty much bullshits and says where he really does work. And that his boss is a dick and he can't meet the owner because everyone fears him. But it's really, you know, he's really talking about the meth thing, but obviously he can't say that because he'll get, like, arrested or something. Then, Hank gets, like, gifts from, like, Ted, which is Skylar's boyfriend, and Marie thinks that Ted's just being a good boss, letting Skylar get, like, the day off. Well, get this time off, but obviously that's not the case. Because Marie doesn't know that Ted and Skylar are dating. And then Hank, they're going to check out like how his feeling and his legs are doing. It doesn't seem like it's doing very good, but he is going to get physical therapy, but it's going to take some time, and you know the physical therapy isn't going to be as good as they want it to be. They want Hank to be able to walk again, but this physical therapy isn't going to start till like next week. So Marie wants to go off another one, but the insurance won't cover it. And if you don't let the insurance cover it, they'll go bankrupt. That's what they talk about. So Marie's obviously concerned about this. So I thought it was good stuff. And then what happens next? Saul is in a nail salon. Well, he's in a massage place, a nail salon type of place. And he's telling Jesse to buy this place. And here's the reason why. Because if Jesse went out somewhere and he was paying money, it's all criminal money. And he's going to assume that he's like a criminal taxpayer or something like that. So he comes up with this great idea. And Saul, this actually is a great idea. To put all this money, if he buys this place, he can put all the money in the nail salon. And it could get turned into good tax money. Because Jesse, obviously, he's going to have to pay taxes to make it look like he's not a criminal. Jesse doesn't want to do this. Jesse thinks another reason is because Saul will get like 17... Because he's getting 17% out of Jesse, not Walter. He's only getting 5%. But so Jesse doesn't want to do this. And Saul isn't happy about it. So then, Jesse talks to his friends Skinny Pete and Badger. And they're going to start selling on the streets again. And they're going to just take the meth. I think what's going to happen is Jesse's going to steal some meth from Walter. He's going to steal the meth that they are making. Not all of it, but some of it. And then they're going to start selling on the streets again. And the way they milk it, and Jesse even lies to say how much is being made. It was like 208.1 or something, but really, 0.4. It was really 202.1 pounds. So then, they go to these meetings, and Jesse went earlier, and he talked about this house that he made when he was in high school, and he said that his teacher talked about how he could have done better, because Jesse at first just flushed it and did it. And Jesse said he could have done it better, so he made it better. And he said that he traded it in for weed. Yeah. But then they go to the meeting the third time, and they say, oh, we got a couple of new guys. So then the new guys are Badger and Skinny Pete. And Badger's talking about how he's obsessed with meth. And the whole reason they're going is so they can promote their meth, pretty much. This is the way they're promoting it, because they were talking like, oh, no, it's not that blue stuff, is it? And he's like, I hear it's back on the streets again. So it was really to promote it, and I thought it was actually a pretty smart idea to do that, actually. And earlier, Skylar and Marie were in the house, and Ted comes up, and like I said, Skylar doesn't know that her and Ted are dating, so Ted's suspicious, and she's like, why is there so much secrecy about this? You're divorced, I'm divorced, why does this need to be a secret? But Skylar doesn't want to talk about it right now. So yeah. And then Marie's still concerned about getting paid. And Skylar says, why don't you let me and Walter pay for your bills? And she finds out that Elliot didn't give Walter a dime to pay for his treatment. And she says what Walter's really been doing. Sort of. She said that he's been gambling. Which really isn't true. And he said that he found this whole method that you can, have for, that he can have for the cards. You can just count the cards or something like that. And that's where he's been going every day when he was disappearing. And he also says that Walter's been when he was in his fugue state, he really lost all the life savings. So he was thinking pretty suicidal. But when he came back from the hospital, he was back out and he finally got the hang of it. I thought that was good stuff. And then, so that she agrees to take the money and not tell Walter Jr. and Hank about it. And Walter's like, how did you come up with that story? And Skylar says, well, I learned from you. And then she says, I still somehow think that you're Louise and Hank's Hugh. Because I think she thinks, well, that's kind of true because of the whole, if he didn't start cooking meth in the first place, none of this would be happening. So I thought this was good stuff. This episode actually was pretty good. It didn't really feel like it was a long episode, though. It kind of felt like it was fast. I noticed, because the last episode I watched, I said it dragged on. This one didn't drag on at all. It went pretty fast. I don't know. It doesn't even feel like... There's no way this one episode was just as long as the other one, so I don't know. But that's my review of Breaking Bad. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to leave more thoughts about Breaking Bad, you can leave your thoughts on the comments. You can't just give away anything that's going to happen in the next episode because I haven't seen the episodes after this one. And if you want to subscribe to me and check out the other Breaking Bad reviews on this channel or on this playlist, you can... click right here to subscribe, and I have other videos on this channel as well. And that's pretty much it, guys. I'm coming up to, I think, my 200th video soon, so I have to figure out what I'm going to talk about on that video or what the video is going to be about. So that's pretty much it, guys. See you later.